exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no.
Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Five. They will throw on first down with Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Down at the 8-yard.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 15 carries, 64 yards and a touchdown.
I'm so glad you...
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Right at the
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Meadows. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
He was brought down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Meadows. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Bengals.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Tonyan complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Mixon with a first down carry, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The numbers for Mixon last week: 19 carries, 102 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. T. Higgins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
From the gun, Meadows. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Meadows' pass intercepted by the Bengals.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 28-yard.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown.
Drew Sample, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jones. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
To throw on second down. Meadows. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that going to be incomplete.
Meadows.
Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. He'll find Vaughn complete out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
6-yard line.
On first down, Meadows. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones.
Meadows.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bengals' 22-yard line.
This is Jones. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 14. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to the air on second down. Meadows. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Bucks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. His pass caught at the 4. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Hakeem Butler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy. Unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
On the carry.
Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride him maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now this throw caught left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Marquise Goodwin. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. at the 30.
Operating from the gun. Meadows airing this one out for Evans. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
First down, here's Burrow. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And Burrow going to throw again. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Again, it's Burrow. Shakes off the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Joe Mixon. Room here to run. 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after you're done with it.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Buccaneers, 14.
A touchdown, the differential. A 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing on first down. Meadows. His throw incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Meadows. Again for Evans. This time he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. On the delay, Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun. Meadows, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. But it appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll run here with Mixon. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45.
Number 28, Joe Mixon.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Bengals.
On first down, Mixon stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5. At the Buccaneers' 26-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 10 more there and another first down. They'll give it to Mixon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
His kick is good.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
18 more yards there and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it with Jones. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Airing one out for Boyd, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. Back now in Tampa. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. This pass complete to Higgins. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
To T. Higgins. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Burrow looking to pass. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Meadows. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Meadows. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
1st and 10.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Meadows. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. The hell running right through him. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man open. It's Ross. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
He'll air this one out for Boyd. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Burrow's throw to be caught by Boyd. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. The catch made by Miller. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
On second down, Mixon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Joe Mixon.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Cincinnati.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
The line of scrimmage.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this in. Inside the 35-yard line.
Party, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And the Bengals first down.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Lutz's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So now the Bucs down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And the Buccaneers.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Miller. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
The 25-yard line.
Back to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your...
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow. How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And now all the focus, it shifts to the Bengals. Trailing by 4, 26 seconds to go. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and
back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
4th down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the